All right, welcome back to another episode of No Clue Garage. You guys saw in the last video, I fought with the stereo system. Had some gremlins come up, but I finally got it all in. Last week was Easter, so I didn't get as much as I wanted done. We had spent the day with the family, that kind of stuff. Did a little bit of work that day, with stuff at work and all that stuff. Don't have as much time out here in the shop as I'd want, but we're still trucking along. We're still moving along on this thing. Got the stereo system all put in. After ended the last video, I just couldn't take it. I went ahead and came out here, cleaned up the whole inside of the car, got all the interior put back in. So now I need to continue on because I still can't drive this car because I've got just a stereo slinging around because it won't fit in the dash. I think I've made up my mind. I am not going to cut the dash on this car. I really can't bring myself to do that. Cut the dash on I don't want to say pristine, but this dash hasn't been messed with. So I don't want to cut it to put a stereo in it. My ultimate goal is to find an original 67 stereo, working or not, and just put it in the hole in the dash so it looks like it. But this one, I'm going to build some kind of contraption of some sort to put in the glove box. Got to looking online. They make inserts to do this, but for some reason I can only find them up to 64, I think 58 to 64 VW. I guess they changed the design, and I can find the original glove box insert, but I can't find the one that's got the space for a stereo. So I guess I'm up to making my own. How I'm gonna do that, I have no idea. I've got a thin sheet of like veneer plywood. It's probably 1/8 inch thick. I might try to cut something out of that. This stereo is really light, so it doesn't have to support a lot of weight. My biggest problem is going to be how do I secure it in there? The wife's 71 Super, her dad made one, and it's in the car right now. So I might go over there and look and see how that's in there. And I just had another idea. When I was going through some of the father-in-law's old Volkswagen stuff from when he restored that 71, I found the original glove box. I wonder if she wants a glove box, and I can just take that one that's already made in hers. I'm gonna have to go talk to the wife real quick. Either or. Let me show you the interior of the Bug right now. I got that back deck that I made all put in, and the seats in. I got pretty close on lining up the fabric, so let me show you guys. All right, so I got the interior all put back in. As you can see what I'm talking about, that's where the stereo is sitting right now. And I don't want to cut that hole in that dash. It's only I only need to extend the bottom 1/4 inch to make that fit in, but I just cannot bring myself to cut that dash. I do not want to cut it. So I'm going to make an insert to fit inside that glove box since I don't have a glove box and put it in there. But let me show you guys speaker kick panels. They look all right. I'm still not 100% sold, being that I put the carpet in beforehand, and I just did the carpet freehand with some carpet I had laying around, so it's not cut perfect to the shapes and stuff. So I'm still debating on whether I'm going to take these out and carpet them too. I might pull them out and just spray and put some pieces of carpet over them, put the speaker back in, and then put them back in. I don't know. For now, they'll work. I don't mind it too much. Got the seats put back in, but let me show you the rear deck. Follow the lines of the seat up, and you can see the rear deck that I made for the 6x9 speakers. Now there's a big gap in the middle, and I angled the speakers for a reason. If we fold this down, see right now I've got that sub box in there. I'm gonna build a ported sub box to put in here, but the reason for that big gap is that is where the amplifier is mounted. I think it come out pretty good. Use some brackets over here. There is a gap around the two sides. Kind of hard to get an exact measurement to build it, but you know what? I don't mind that. That kind of allows airflow when the seat's up for the subwoofer for sound transfer. So, it doesn't bother me any. But we are going to get to building a box in that hopefully this week. Hopefully this week. My problem is during the week, by the time I get home, have dinner, hang out with the kids, I only get maybe an hour or so out here in the garage to work. building a speaker box is going to take a lot more than an hour. So, especially now that they're calling for rain like 90% of the week into the weekend. So hopefully towards the end of this week, come Saturday maybe, that the rain's not as bad. I can get this thing out so I can use the garage to actually build the speaker box. It's going to take a few hours. You know, you got to lay out everything, cut all the pieces, glue them up, screw them or nail them until the glue dries, cut all the holes, all that good stuff. So I hope to get to that this weekend. We'll see. But for now, I'm going to get out here. I think I'm going to go talk to the wife first about using hers, maybe. If that's the case, next we'll be pulling her glove box out, or we'll be trying to design one up in here. All right, so I went and looked at her car. Glove box is a little different design where the latch goes, so the plate that's in hers wouldn't work. So I enlisted some help out here. And now we're trying to make a template out of cardboard that I can cut plywood. Yeah, full width, that's gonna be perfect. Now there's some little mounting areas in the back I'm gonna try to mount it to. But
taller in the middle.
Yeah, but we need it just kind of, well, if you cut it to the tallest, and then we can fine trim it.
The tallest is actually over there.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, because remember that bolt goes way up taller than. And that's where I want to drill, so I want to go even taller than that. So if you make it to up here, it would be fine somewhere. So we're gonna get a rough idea cut out of this cardboard. And then once we get that to where it fits, then I'm gonna transfer that over to some thin plywood that I've got and put it in there, see if it fits. And you hear the washer in the background. Remember, our shop is also our garage, which just happens to be our laundry room too, so we get the good old noises. Because the biggest problem I got is this hard bracket right there for the windshield wiper motor. That's going to be hard to get around the way that I go. And then I got a fresh air hose right here. It's going to also throw me off a bit.
I think it's backwards.
Huh?
It's backwards, yeah.
There we go. That would dang near work if I could find a way to get around that.
Around what?
That bracket right there. See, if I go in from the bottom and put it in there, I hit right there. But actually, give me some scissors. How's that?
It's leaning.
Yeah, it's gonna lean back
Okay.
because that's where it bolts up. Now when you close that though, I'm gonna have to clear this corner, not this corner here.
My only question is this far enough back for the buttons?
Yeah.
Because you know how in mine, like, the glove box door sticks to the volume knob?
Yeah, and I'm gonna mount it up as high as I can get it. Well, I can't because of that, but it's gonna have to be because there's no other way to do it. It's gonna suck that you'll be able to see up there, but I'll put some weather strip or something in. That's also gonna push up a little bit more. Can't reach back in there. Let's see. You know, the stereo's gonna go about right there. These buttons. Yeah, it should be. Let's see. Oh, because that actually fits in, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. Oh, sorry. That's, no.
I'll have to move. I cut those out, apparently.
So, yeah. So it's probably not going to be deep enough.
I just no, I have that problem in my car.
Mm-hmm. Your door pushes on your buttons.
Mm-hmm. Could you build it like a little box so it sets back in there further?
I mean, I could build it, however, it's just time and material wise. I just don't really. That sits flush. Does it stick in?
You can't tell because there's a lip.
Well, it's going to stick in probably even with that edge of that lip.
If you could get it to sit that far back, that would probably work.
Alrighty, I'm going to do some thinking. I'll come back and we'll see what we figured out.
I'll go back to editing.
Yeah. Alright guys, it's about 30 minutes later. I spared you guys the boring side of me putting this template in and out, probably about 20 times. I got it transferred over to the board. Let me show you here. I literally had to put this thing in and out of that glove box area probably 15, 20 times to get everything lined up. Had to notch the corners for the hinges of the door. That little loopy right there is for the arm of the windshield wipers. It swoops in right there. This side's cut a little short because I had to go around the bracket for the windshield wiper motor. But there's that. Got the hole cut for the stereo. Again, typical me, I just set it down and marked it, and I cut it a hair too big. I didn't take account for the thickness of the blade on the saw, but it's going to work. I'm going to make it work. Now I got to decide if I'm going to paint this or wrap it with some kind of material. I really don't have much material left, except for maybe some of that gray carpet. Let me look around. Well, guys, it's in. I say that a lot. Well, guys. All right, people. I don't know what to say. It's in. And just like I said, I might wrap it with something, maybe an old t-shirt or something. I looked around to see what I had. Tried to find some more of this material that I made the seats out of. But after I made that back deck, the little pieces I had, I gave to the girls. They made something with it. So I didn't have any of that. I looked around for something, couldn't find anything. Then I remembered, back when I first got this bug, gosh, let's see, father-in-law's been gone 7, so probably 8 or 9 years ago. Gosh, it's been a while. The wife made me a t-shirt. T-shirt we saw on a line somewhere. Had a picture on the back. She used to make decals and t-shirts and stuff like that. But she made me and the boy a matching one. And on the back, it had a picture of a bug. And it said, "Old bugs don't die, they just get lower." And it had a slammed VW bug on the back. But on the front, it had a big old VW emblem. I wore the heck out of that shirt to the point where it's starting to get holes and stuff. I remembered I still had it. I kept it for a reason. And there she is. That piece of wood. I put a little piece of quilt batting back there, so it is padded a little bit. Stereo's installed and works. I was just testing it out. I do have a problem with it running my battery down really quick. This battery needs a good charge. I've got it on the charger right now. But I haven't even tried this yet. Factory VW. Oh God, I'm glad I did not cut that. I want to get a factory radio put in there. But then you open this up. And there's your radio. Got my little remote. I might get something, stick it in here, some Velcro or something. But I like it. I like it a lot, guys. So it's already late. My girls have already gone to bed. The wife's in there editing the video that'll either come out tonight or tomorrow. So I think it's about time for me to clean up my tools and get inside for a night. Oh, what are we going to do tomorrow? It's the next day, and I'm in a little bit of a rush. Good old Oklahoma fashion. See the clouds behind me. We got rain and storms coming in this afternoon, this evening. And I got some homeowner stuff I got to take care of before we get back on this stereo system. Let me show you what's going on and what we got to do real quick before the rain hits. My neighbor's yard, he keeps it nice and cut. Mine not so much. So before I can cut my grass, I went out to cut grass the other day, and I think I got the very last pull out of this string. Oh, I thought there was one strand left. Looks like there's like 3. But we're gonna have to replace that string. Also got some oil. I want to do an oil change in this thing. Guys, you got to maintain your equipment. You have to maintain your equipment if you want it to last. I preach that. Do I follow what I preach? Not to a T. It's been a few years since I've changed this oil. But I need to do that. I might look at the blade too and see if I can do a quick sharpen. But like I said, I'm up against Mother Nature right now. So let me see if I can get you guys put up. We'll try to get the top off this lawnmower, get that pull cord changed, and see what else we find on it. Hopefully not too much, because I got to get this stuff done. All right, guys, I don't know how much of this you're going to actually be able to see, but I've got to get this plastic shroud off so I can get to the pull rope here. It's like a couple of bolts, a 1/4 inch, might be a little bigger. Let me grab some tools. I just remembered too, I forgot to get gas at the gas station. So I might have to run and go get some. Once we get this done, if it's not raining, I did something for the bug today. I'll show you guys here later once we get this done. Let's just say I went and bought something. If you've watched up till now, you kind of got an idea of probably what I went and bought. Let's just say I'm going to need a saw. That's out of the way. If I figure out how to get this rope out of here. Wow, that's kind of stiff. I'm trying to bend that up so I can get that rope out of there. There we go. That rope should just go around. Alright, let's pop. There should be 3 of these bolts on there. Looks like the dipstick tube's also on there. We'll get it out of the way too. While I'm right here, might as well. Now, I love these little T-handles. They're awesome for little 1/4 inch stuff. Now this old mower, gosh, back when me and the wife first got together, before we were even married, so it must have been around 2011, we moved into our first house, and her dad gave me this mower because I was needing one to cut grass. This thing's been a really good mower. It has lasted that long. I think I've changed oil in it once or twice. I think I put a new blade on it once. Good bagger mower. It's the reason why I try to keep this one going. It's the only bagger that I've got. I do have an issue. If it sits more than a few days, you kind of have to give it a shot of something to get it to run, to start. Once it does, it runs good. So probably wouldn't hurt to rebuild that carburetor at some time. Guys, I've done this before. This is a fairly simple job. The hardest part is getting the right attention on the spring in here, because there's a spring that pulls that back. So now, that through there. This whole thing should just come right off. Woohoo! Man, this thing's pretty grody. Probably wouldn't hurt to clean it a bit. So what we got to do now is we got to pull that screw off in there. You guys saw me do it on the... No, you didn't, because I didn't make that into a video. Gonna pull this screw, pull this out, put a new rope in there. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this rope out and just let it spring into there. There we go. Yeah, I think that had it. And that spark plug's about rusted off of there. Might help if I change that too. Oh, that is a long... Oh, no, it's not. I thought it was a long bolt. It was just sitting there spinning. Ooh, that's scary. So you guys be careful. Because as I pull this out, that top came off and these pieces come out. Don't want to lose them. As you can see, the rope is just wrapped up around this. So we'll go ahead and your spring is down here. Go ahead and just pull this old rope out. There we go. That is trash. I'm going to just clean this area out here with a little bit of brake clean. Just to spray it out. Just to. We're here already. Might as well. Try to get some of that dust and dirt and grass out of there. That works. Whew, that stuff is strong today. Walmart, like $3 or $4. Cheap. So we're gonna get this put in there. Make sure it ain't got no knots in it, because that's gonna suck if you get it all wound up and find out you got a knot in it. So there's a little hole in here. Push it through. You see if I can get it in there. Come on. Guess it's not as easy as I made it sound, huh? Alright, we got a little pick. Just take that rope. Hope you guys can see what I'm doing. We'll just get it pushed through that hole. There it is. You can see it comes up through that hole right there. And then you'll just take and put a knot in it. Keep it from pulling back through. All it takes is one good knot. Close to the end. Pull it tight. There it is. And you can see it won't pull back out. So now I don't know how I'm going to do this one yet. I'm going to see if it'll all fit on there. It will. Sometimes they'll give you a little notch here where you can run it up and then you can put tension. Let's see how tight does that fit. Okay, well this one's not going to be that nice. There's a little tab in here that keeps it from pulling out from where it doesn't need to be. I'm going to just bend that up out of the way. Could have probably found a smaller pair of pliers here. Alright, that'll give me a little bit more room. What I want to do, try to do, is I'm going to try to get this in there, twist it around to get the tension, and then pull this back through the hole on here. Try to, that is. Keyword there is try. Yeah, it's not looking like it wants to cooperate. Fun part's getting that spring lined up. There's a little tab that grabs this spring. You get it lined up on there. Guys, I swear this is easier than this. I don't know what's going on here. Let's give that some spin. I was going the wrong way, guys. So that's what the issue was. I'm gonna try to feed that rope out of there. Okay, let's see. No, that pulls. That is good. Alright. So before we lose that, I'm gonna run this through here and just do like you did on the other side. Just tie a knot in it. That's all it needs. Okay, that ain't going anywhere. Don't forget to put your little pieces. These are the ones that actually flop out when you pull on it and catches the drive up here so that it'll pull. And then they flop back in after the engine starts, so it'll retract. Put this piece back on. Guys, these allergies are kicking my butt, man. Alright, so you can see, got the new pull rope. I think that's going to work. Get it over out of the way real quick. Gotta clean some of this skunk out of here. these fins get full of stuff, it'll stop the engine from cooling. This is an air-cooled engine. You have these fins clear so that it can cool and blow air across it. Well, that's pretty nasty. Tell you what, guys, brake clean is starting to get expensive. Used to be you could just spray it on anything and just give her heck, but nowadays you got to kind of be mindful of how much you use. All right, let's get the top end apart and then we'll look at changing the oil. I am pretty sure this lawnmower doesn't have a drain hole for the oil. They started making them without drain holes, which really sucks. So you have to tip it on its side and pour the oil out the drain fill. But I don't know. We'll look and see. Anytime you guys tip one of these up on its side, put the carburetor side up. That way it doesn't fill up with fuel. Oh, this thing is a mess. Just as I thought, there is no drain. So I'm gonna have to figure out a way to drain this. And I need to get underneath and clean out the deck. It is full of grass. Let me see. I'm just going to get a bin. I'm going to try to set this on there, slide this over, and tip it up. Is it going to work? Probably not. Am I going to make a mess? Most definitely. But we'll see. Actually, if I can hold it on that side and tip it up, I could hold this lower than the side of the mower. Man, that's on there. Yeah, that oil's well used. Set it down in there. So let me slide the mower over a little bit. Now I'm going to have to pick up like this. You guys are probably about to watch me fail. Oh, there it goes. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but that oil is pitch black. And I am pouring fuel out of my fuel tank. Nobody light a smoke. Shouldn't be much in here. I don't know how much this stuff takes. A couple pints maybe. Hopefully it hurries because I am pouring fuel out of the fuel tank. And I know I'm filling that carburetor up just like I told you guys about. It's alright, we'll work on it. That oil's just about, whoa, one more sliding. Oil's down to a trickle now. I think we're good. I don't want to risk any more. So that's all fuel. It's hitting the floor. So now, seriously, nobody light a smoke. Told you guys, about to see me fail. I just redeemed myself a bit there. Okay. That's got thinned out with a little bit of gas, but you can see how bad that oil is. I'm gonna go over here and put it in my oil bin, my used oil bin, so I can take it down to the O'Reilly's and recycle it. I have no idea how much of this oil it's gonna take. But it's just regular old 30 weight oil, Briggs oil. I probably should get a funnel. Again, I can't tell. It looked like it was at the full mark. I'm gonna have to start it, let it run for a few seconds, shut it off and try it again. We'll do that here in a minute. I know you guys can't see, but I'm gonna tilt this up real quick and just scrape around the deck of this thing that is full of old dead grass. I'm gonna try to keep it down enough where I'm not dumping gas out everywhere. Oh, this stuff stinks too. I got a dog and it's dog poop and weeds. Oh gosh, this is nasty. There's a rock. Little word of advice. Anytime you're working underneath a lawnmower, always unplug your spark plug. If you happen to turn that blade and it catches, it could start losing fingers. Don't want to lose fingers, guys. Look at all that crap that came out of it. Definitely lighter. Oh, that stuff's nasty. What are the odds that it's going to start? I'm not holding my breath. First off, I'm going to pull this cord up here and put it in this little holder. Alright, let's check that oil again. Now that ran a little bit. Yeah, it's got a little color to it now. Guys, we're perfect. We are perfect, right at the fill mark. Cool. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna go do the fun stuff now and cut grass, and then I'll get this mess cleaned up, and I'll bring you guys back when we start working on the bug. Thanks for this little side project, hanging out with me during this little side project. And I hate cutting grass. God, I hate cutting grass. All right, guys, it's the next day. I'm gonna be doing something a little different today. So if you remember in the past video, I told you about how me and the wife are doing a bathroom remodel. Well, I ordered her some vanities for our bathroom, and they are in Dallas, which is about a 2.5 to 3 hour drive one way here, 2.5 hours, 3 hours if you hit traffic. So we're planning on possibly Friday going down and trying to get those. But my old grocery getter sitting out there, yeah, there, needs an oil change. So I'm gonna have to get, there's the child. I'm gonna try to make him change the oil.
Oh.
So before I can, I gotta get this stuff moved out of the way, get my bug out of the driveway so we can make room to do this. Should be a pretty quick oil change. We'll see. Hopefully I can talk him through it. But we're gonna try.
Okay, bye.
Alright, you don't even have no shoes on. Where's your shoes? Alright, so the first thing you want to do is we're gonna reach up here and we're gonna take this oil cap off. Don't do that.
Don't lose it.
And take that oil cap off. That'll let the oil drain better. Now, I don't remember which wrench it takes, so we're going to take a handful.
I find it mildly concerning that there's cat footprints in there.
Yeah, they climb up from the bottom.
Oh.
Strap wrench. Help get the oil filter off. Hopefully I don't need one. I changed the oil last, so I don't think I King Konged it on there. So we're going to see.
King Kong.
All right, get down.
Going under.
I gotta go under, change the oil. You can't drain the oil from up top.
He's wearing good clothes.
He is wearing good clothes.
Go
You're
change.
Gonna get dirty. Go
You're going to
change
get very
real quick.
dirty.
All right, so I just sent the boy in to go put some dirty clothes on because I'm going to make him try to change this oil. I'll probably have to help him break the nuts loose and the oil filter and stuff. But guys, do the maintenance on your vehicles. You know, I preach it. I'm not real strict on it, but I do the maintenance. You know, I might let it go a little bit longer than I should, but I do the maintenance. This little pickup here, this is our family grocery getter. It's been a great truck to us. It's a 2014 Chevy Silverado. It's just got the little V6, but it has pulled everything I put behind it. From a car on a flatbed to our go-kart trailer to my boat, pontoon boat, 20-foot pontoon boat I pulled behind this truck. And it's pulled everything I put behind it. But you got to upkeep the maintenance on them. The only thing I worry about this truck is I've heard that Chevys in this year had some transmission issues. This one, I feel a little bit of jerkiness when it downshifts, so I'm hoping, knock on something, that I'm not having transmission issues starting to creep up, because we just paid this thing off. You know, we bought it used a few years ago, and we just paid this thing off. It's got less than 100,000 miles on it still. It's right under 100,000. So I'm hoping that I'm not starting to see any tranny issues creeping up. But I've been keeping, hello. I've been upkeep the maintenance on it and everything. We've driven it quite a bit, and we're gonna drive it to Dallas this weekend. Number one rule before you slide your deal down there, take this plug out, because if not, you'll be knuckles deep in oil. I'm trying to remember to get that plug out of there. So if I remember right, I think last time I was able to just squeeze under here.
Well, if not, I'm able to.
Okay.
Ooh, ground's cold.
Yep. Maybe I wasn't just able to squeeze under here last time.
No, that was my phone.
Was that your phone?
That's fine.
Let's see. I don't want to break out the jack. But I'm not fitting this time. Why am I not fitting this time?
Is it okay to fart
If you want.
under an engine?
You can fart under an engine all you want. Oh, dude. It's definitely not a 16.
Hello.
So this right here that we're on, dude, is the drain bolt, okay? So what we want to do...
I see it.
Cameron, I want you to back up a little bit more now. You see what I'm doing? I'm going to end up having to do this because this engine is hot. Put your hand on that pan right there. This engine is hot, so I don't want you to get burned, so I'm going to end up changing the oil, but you're going to watch me, okay?
This might be a little far from...
Yeah, I know. I got to get this broke loose first.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll just back away a little bit.
Yeah, back away a little bit. So now we move the pan over here, so when it drains, it goes into the pan. And this is the part that sucks, because you know what? I forgot my rag.
Want me to go get it?
And remember when I told you that you'll get oil down your arm? This is usually the spot.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
It's coming. Is it hot?
Oh, did I make the bucket?
Oh, yes.
Okay,
You
good.
might want to push this more.
We're over. Yeah.
Okay.
That's good.
That good? All right. Don't lose your
Roll
bolt.
it. You missed just a little bit.
Nope.
I thought that was you, dude. I thought. Oh, I gotta open the fit.
Oh.
I thought you were over there puking because I heard, ew, I could smell it. Does anybody know where my rag went?
It does smell bad. Where's Dad's rag?
I don't know.
I set it over here somewhere. Or did I take it inside? I just need a rag out of that bucket back there. Is any of the girls out here?
Allie, come here.
Oh, I found a QR code.
Over there's a red rag. Give it to Dad.
You hear the oil draining from the engine up top?
Yep. Ew. That'd be a... What's on top of fish?
That is where the engine's at. That's like a little shield to protect it.
From rocks on
Yep.
the road.
Road stuff.
Ooh.
So right up here, dude.
Did she give you the rag?
Here.
Yeah.
Where's my
can't-
phone? I'm gonna take a picture.
You're way far away from your phone.
Oh, right up here is the oil filter. Cam. Up here is the oil filter.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah. Now we've got to get that off of there. Like I said before, it's kind of tight.
Something fell on my face.
And it is very hot.
Oh. Yeah. What?
Oh, that thing is on there. Yeah, I remember last time this was kind of a pain
Here, I can
to
watch.
get to.
I can watch from here. Need me to help?
I don't know yet. I don't know what I need.
I feel like my hand was, and my arm will get stuck.
So we got to get this strap around. Oh, too small.
Ow! How about? Oh,
It's not even doing anything.
No, I was gonna have him do it, but we drove the truck to go get the oil, and it got hot.
get my arm.
Just put your arm back down.
Dude, what is going on over there?
I don't know.
Really wish I had a proper oil filter, Rich. And I really wish I was right there where he is.
Got my arm. Can I?
Why is that sliding like that? Here, can you get this red part of this, Rich? It just came off. Let me look. See, why is it doing that? That is the proper way. It's just at a weird angle. I can't get to it.
Can I change on it?
Yeah, I need you to grab the end of the handle.
Ooh.
You got it?
So pull my way.
Yeah, pull. Or. Okay, I think it went a little bit more.
Okay.
Yeah, stop right there. Or we're gonna start dripping oil everywhere.
I was able to help. Oh, my arm. Got it.
Oh, there's a saying for this kind of stuff. Has to involve a monkey and a football.
Huh.
Some of you people out there might know what I'm talking about. I'm not finishing it because there's kids around. All right, buddy. So now this is the part where you really get oil all over you.
I want to take a video.
Hey,
Oh,
that oil filter's not turning. Did it turn
I think it is.
when we did that?
Let's see, what is...
No, it didn't. Ah, dang it.
Oh, I don't see it. Oh, it's too right.
I could have swore I felt it turn.
My arm.
Here, same thing.
Oh, it's turning.
Yeah, okay. We just didn't turn it enough. So now let's try this again. Oh, yeah, it's turning. All right, let's make sure we got the drain pan where we need. And you just twist that off. Oh, that oil is hot.
Rag.
I got it. It's down here somewhere.
Okay.
All right.
Ooh, geez.
Just let that sit in there. Where's my rag?
Where's Dad's rag?
It's right here by my head.
Oh. Need me to grab it?
No, I got it.
Okay. I think you leaked oil a little bit.
Probably leaked a lot of bit of oil.
Yeah, just a lot of it.
Just a lot of bit?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's okay. Oh, a QR code.
I know, there's also one on this side.
It's on the upper control arm.
Step on it. Step on it.
Okay.
Hey, do not
Thank
let
you.
bugs come to my head.
All right, so somewhere around here there is a box with a new filter in it.
Oh.
Oh gosh, I leaked oil all over the place.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
No, so much soon.
Where's the box with the new filter go?
Did you put it down here?
I brought it down with us. Oh, thank you, Ellie.
Good job, Al.
The thing
Alright.
next to your
So I'll put
foot.
that to where it's still kind of drip. Wait. All right. So, number 1 rule, number 2 rule. Number one is, I just washed my hands. Always check your oil filter, dude, and make sure that the rubber gasket is on the filter and not on the engine. Because if it stays on the engine, you will destroy your engine. It'll blow out the two gaskets if you double stack them, and you will lose oil pressure and destroy your engine. And the rubber gasket I'm talking about, dude, is this one right here. You see it? This black rubber gasket.
Yeah.
You want to make sure that the old one comes off with the old filter. And that'll take you a little bit of oil. You can just use what's dripping here and coat this gasket here. If you don't, it'll stick to the engine block and it'll be 10 times harder to take off next time.
Melted rubber.
And just not necessarily a rule, but I like Wix filters. I have heard good things. Let me see, where does this go? Right there.
Somewhere?
It goes right there.
I'm using my phone to see what I'm doing.
Yeah. And it's usually pretty easy. Once it threads on, you take it up all the way until you can't turn it no more. Right there. Now I'm going to get my rag and get some of this oil out of the way.
This one's hot. Oh, ow. That's kind of hot. Ooh, ow.
Dry up my hand a little bit. Now you want to torque these things on pretty tight by hand, but not gorilla tight. Okay? That makes sense?
Ow, my head.
You want it tight enough where that rubber's sealing and it's not coming off, but not so tight that you're not going to be able to get it off again. So that's good right there.
Yeah.
So now, we're going to slide this pan out of the way. We made a huge mess. Where's the hole? There it is. Now we got to put our drain plug back in. Okay. This would be a lot easier if we were at your grandma's house with the lift. I can't wait to start working in that shop. So now, again with this one, how tight do you want it, dude?
Not gorilla.
Not gorilla, and that's the wrong wrench. Make sure you got the right wrench first. Okay?
Yeah, I see the upper engine.
The upper engine?
Yep.
And I know that's not the right wrench either, because that's freaking huge. Where did my wrench go?
My butt is starting to hurt.
Yeah?
Yep. Ooh, we're stuck on this thing.
How did my wrench get flung?
There's stuff on the stuff and it scrapes
That's a
off.
16.
And the stuff scrapes off.
Oh, it's hiding under the light. So, again, how tight?
Not gorilla.
You want it tight, but not gorilla tight.
Bleh, the stuff got in my mouth.
Yeah, keep your mouth shut.
Yeah.
So just give her a couple of elbow ugga-duggas there. All right, Cameron, we're done under here.
Ow. My head.
So go ahead and slide on out.
I need a worm. Ow. Out on my butt. Ow, that hurt. My leg. My leg.
Come on, dude. Dad can get out of there. You can.
I hurt. Oh, that's the bumper. That's the bumper.
Let's.
Oh. Go ahead and get that out.
Go ahead. Come on, keep going.
Okay.
You're not going to roll over. Your belly's in the way. Keep scooching.
Okay.
You did it.
Yay.
The truck gave birth.
Yep. Don't put your hands in fans.
Yeah.
It's a good way to lose a finger.
Yeah.
You want to know something, dude?
What?
Every warning sign on Anything that you see that has a warning sign,
It was
especially
somebody did that.
somebody did it. So if there's a light on a lamp that says don't stick your tongue in the light socket, it's because at some point somebody did that. So now they have to put an idiot sign on it to tell people, hey, dummy, don't do this.
An ID 10T sign.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? Oh, God.
So I'm going with Valvoline high mileage, full synthetic, for one sheer reason. It was on sale. Honestly, nowadays, I think oil's oil. Your phone is ringing.
Yep.
Oil is pretty much oil. Unless you've got some big heavy-duty diesel engine.
I said I'd call you back, not you call me. I'll call you back in a few minutes.
Gosh, dude.
They're used to it.
You and your friends, man.
Yeah. But anyway, that's how I feel. I mean, oil's pretty much oil. Unless you've got some heavy-duty diesel engine
Cooking
or,
oil.
you know, some specialty race car engine or something.
Cooking oil.
Yeah, there is a difference between this and cooking oil. So how many quarts does this take?
I don't know.
This is a 5-quart jug. This engine takes 6 quarts. What are we going to do?
Use the small quart, the 1 quart thing you bought.
Start naming parts under here, dude. Start telling me what stuff is.
Engine.
We know that.
Coolant hole. Right? Something. What does that do? What is that?
That's the lid for the oil.
Of it. Oh.
ID 10T moment?
Battery.
No.
That's a battery tray.
Battery's over here.
If this truck had a diesel engine in it, it would have 2 batteries, one over there and one over here.
But it isn't, so why is
It
that?
isn't, because they use some of the same parts for all the different style trucks. Don't feel bad, dude. I don't know what half the crap on this engine is either.
Thank you.
These, I mean, I know the basics, but these newer, I'm an old school carburetor guy. You know,
Where's the carburetor?
this has no carburetor.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm. It's got a throttle body up here. That's it.
I was
and
wondering
fuel
if the
injectors.
thing was.
Yeah, this one doesn't have it. Didn't you help me change the oil of Mom's car? I was
Yes.
under your car without. No, because your car sits lower. One of these I was able to do without having to jack it up. I don't get it. I haven't gotten any bigger. I don't know.
It was just Easter, and Mom made banana pudding.
I did eat a lot of banana pudding.
Both of us.
It was good, though.
It was delicious.
Go find the recipe on my TikTok.
Okay.
All right, that's 6 quarts in. Where's my rag go?
Oh, this rag?
Yeah, it's that rag.
This video
Try
is
not
brought
to-
to you by the missing rag.
Don't run it with your funnel in there because the lifters will chomp up and down. Don't drop that. You should not have eaten bean burritos, dude. God.
I can't lean that far.
Oh, man. Dude. Come on, there's like no air movement in here. God, that stinks, man. Oh. God, Cam. I'm gonna laugh in like 10 years. You're over trying to impress your girlfriend.
And we pull up this YouTube video.
In 10 years, in like 4 years. You're 11 already, dude. 4 or 5 years from now? That's gonna be funny. Okay, so what's the next step?
Want me to rag them?
Rag them? You mean wipe them?
Sure.
Alright, back up. I'm gonna start
Rag
it.
M.
Here.
Keep that rag here so it doesn't get sucked into the fan.
Sounds good.
Okay. So you started. Hey, look what I Am I right? So start it up, let it run for about, or start it up, rev it up to 1500 or so for about 10 seconds. Get that oil circulating, fill that filter. So now, what do we do now? We check the oil. All right, we are right here in the hash marks, so we are good. We are good. So, with that done, now I'm just gonna start it up. Take it back it out a little bit and let it run for a little, shut it off, and we'll check the oil again. And then we'll call it done. D-U-N, done.
Hello. Hey, you're running over something. The bubble jar. One sec, I'll get it out.
Alright, so apparently during that time I had it in here, the girls took their brand new big old tub of bubbles and put it behind the tire. So I think I just destroyed their Easter present.
Dad ran that over. Well, he tapped it.
You ran over the bubbles?
Yeah.
My bad, I left them under there. You're dirty.
I am?
Yep. Didn't help.
Somebody made a mess.
I wonder who it was. Oh.
That's probably the bubbles.
Yeah, it is. It's clear. Did it spray up in the truck, I guess? That's crazy. So who made that mess?
You? Hey, that looks like a sweater.
It was. What kid was it that got into the oil pan after I changed the oil one time?
Probably Allie.
Might have been Alex.
She's the only one who's ever been into the car stuff.
I set it down and then I come back later and she's got oil all over her.
Yeah, I think it was Allie.
Yo, what do you want me to spray?
Nothing yet.
Hey, I don't think it's dry.
You're making messes.
I am. I've never made this much of a mess.
I blame you.
Of what?
Dad's messes.
Oh.
You threw it back there.
Did I? Brake clean works great for getting oil up off concrete. Problem is brake clean is expensive. So I hate doing this. And I don't want that oil on here.
It might stink in a second.
What do you think?
I just farted.
Bro.
Step on you.
And we were good. Still right there on the hash marks. Just go. Good to go a little more. All right, that task is done. Now we just got to get.
Dance. Dance.
Should I?
Yes. You should dance.
No.
Oh.
Should I turn
You
mine
mean
on?
be louder than them?
Do it.
Let's not start a war. Our neighbors would really hate us.
Watch your hands. All right, guys, welcome back. It's not the next day. It's actually a couple days later. We had stuff going on at the house, and we had to take a trip down to Dallas, about 2.5 hour drive from where we're at, to go get some bathroom parts for that remodel we're doing. And driving by, we just happened to be driving by Texas Motor Speedway, and I had forgot all about the Pate auto auction. So guess where we're at? The whole family. Say hi. So we're gonna walk around here for a while. I might take some video of some cool stuff I see, but I'm looking for primarily V-dub stuff right now. Had a little issue the other day. Took her for a drive, and I've got some oil leaking from somewhere, and I believe it's behind the fan shroud on the oil cooler. So I'm gonna pull the whole engine. So while I'm here, I'm gonna see if I can't find some seals and maybe some engine tins that look a little better than mine, stuff like that. Maybe try to find some parts for the wife's car. I know she wants a dash, so we'll see. But yeah, Pate auction. This place is huge. This is my first time ever being here. not auction, swap meet. So you guys ever get the chance to come down here, come down here. Just watch out for the scooters. You will get run over, trust me. All right, guys, we were here about what, hour and a half?
Maybe.
Hour and a half-ish. We maybe walked less than a quarter of this place. The problem is that we didn't plan for this. So, you know, if we had planned, probably left the kids with grandma. They're hot and tired. And I would probably bought something to ride around on. Man, this place is huge.
It is a little hot.
I know what I'm looking for is here. I don't have the time or energy to walk around and look for it. So we're gonna load on up, head up towards the house. What about you, dude? You get wore out?
I can't feel my legs.
Heck, I don't even remember where we parked,
I
so.
think we're in the right spot.
I don't think so.
No, we're over there.
Oh, we're over there.
And that's our truck.
And also
And that's mine.
it's rained and stormed the past few days, so this is what we're dealing with here too. Yeah, you guys be careful because this is a swamp. This way's pretty good. All right, guys, so if you guys come here, I suggest be well hydrated and watch out for scooters. There's people on scooters everywhere and they will just flat run you over. So all right, we're packing back up. We got about a 2-hour drive back home, so I'll bring you guys back when we start working on some more stuff in the shop. Well, we made it home. It's been a long day. Like I said, we were headed to Dallas to go get vanity. I'll show you what we got. Hey, what's up?
What's up?
We picked up the vanity for our bathroom remodel. Little builder's warehouse, surplus warehouse. A good deal. I'm gonna build a top and everything put on it. But like I said, as we were driving by, it just the route there just happened to take us right there by Texas Motor Speedway. And looked over, it's like, something's going on. Then it dawned on me, it's the weekend of the Pate swap meet, which if I believe is like one of the biggest swap meets in the country. So on the way back, we stopped. We looked around. It was a bust for me because I'm sure some of the stuff I needed was there. But like I said, it was a surprise deal on us. We had the kids. I've got 2 girls. They're what, 5 and 7. After about 30 minutes there, they had had enough. They were tired of walking. It was muggy. It wasn't hot, but it was muggy. They had had enough, so we went ahead and called it and came home. But it did come home with some V-dub stuff. So I got an engine stand here. And this engine right here, I believe the father-in-law was going to build it to put in the wife's 71 because her case leaks oil. I know nothing about this engine. But the main reason it's here is because of the engine stand. I need this engine stand. I know this isn't the proper V-dub mount for the engine stand, but it works. It holds it up. Now, the reason that I got this engine stand is because I'm going to have to pull the engine out of mine. And could I check everything with it in there? Yeah, but also this thing, like I said, set for probably 20, 25 years in a field. I'm afraid those tins are full of mouse house. So I don't want to overheat this engine and break it. So it started leaking some oil somewhere right around the number 3 and smoking. It's always had a little bit of a drip in it, but I'm gonna pull that engine out. We're gonna pull all the tins off of it. We're gonna clean the block, make sure everything looks good. I'm gonna replace those oil cooler seals and anything else that I see. So this is the oil cooler, and there's a big fan shroud that sits over top of this that blows air through here and then down through the over the cylinder heads for cooling. Remember, this is an air-cooled engine. There's no coolant water liquid at all. So the oil seals down here, there's 2 O-ring oil seals, and I believe that's what's leaking, dripping down back here on towards the number 3. Hopefully that's all it is, but I'm going to check it out and see. While rummaging through some of the father-in-law's stuff out there, VW stuff, I did find remnants of a seal kit. And then at our local swap meet a few weeks ago, I bought a bulk load for like $30 of a bunch of VW stuff. And one of it was just one of those little organizer drawer things full of like gaskets, seals, bolts, stuff like that. So if I come across anything, I might have enough to put stuff back together. This engine I do want to check out eventually and see if it's going to be good enough to build and put back into her car. I don't know. I'm trying to turn it over right now. Oh no, it turned over. But so I don't want to rob too much off of this engine. I did find a bunch of parts over there too. I don't have the space to bring them all home right now. Eventually, my eventual goal, he's got had a big old shop over there. It's now at the mother-in-law's. And our eventual goal is to eventually move closer so I can use that shop. He's got 2 shops out there. One of them actually has a car lift. So I got access to that kind of stuff. The problem is we live about 30 minutes away. So that's our ultimate goal eventually, is to get closer over there, and then we can use this stuff and start, you know, doing some full-time stuff over there. So here soon, after we get the V-dubs wrapped up, you're going to see a lot of work of us doing over there. Like I said, I've showed you guys that HHR that I got to do. I've also got my boy's trucks over there. I'm going to need the lift for it for sure, because it needs all new suspension under it. The control arm bushings are shot, and actually plan on maybe C-notching it and lowering it a little bit for him. And, you know, we'll put the engine and all that in. So, but it's been a long night. I think we're going to call it a night. It's already like 8 o'clock. We've been gone for like 12, 13 hours. So I think we're going to just relax. Tomorrow I'm going to help the wife get the vanities in, make sure they fit, cut the holes for the plumbing. We'll get them back out in the garage and start, I believe she wants to stain them. So we'll start on that. And then when we get done with that, I might clean this garage up a little bit and start pulling an engine. Well, guys, it's another day here at No Clue Garage. And somebody wants to say hi.
Hello.
And we're not really doing much garage stuff. You ever heard the term waiting on paint to dry? Yeah, that's what we're doing. Seems like my bathroom remodel has taken over my garage. I don't have enough room in my garage to work on the bug and have this stuff all in here. So I think we're going to have to put the bug aside for this weekend. So I don't know how much more vehicle stuff there's going to be in this episode, but hey, I told you guys in the beginning that this is going to be a little of everything. I think we got a final coat to put on these vanities. I got a bunch of trim cut last night and started pre-painting it, so we're going to get that stuff put in today. I'll bring you guys along for some of that too. I know the wife's been taking a lot of video on her TikTok. She's been putting a lot on her TikTok. She's all happy. She's got a bunch of followers. I don't have as many, but it's all right. So, yeah, like I said, we're going to end up doing this today. Next steps on the bug's going to be pulling that engine out so that I can start putting new seals, and I want to clean up under that tin. I bet there's some mouse house under there. So I don't know if I'm going to get to that today. That might be next weekend project. I got family coming here in about a week and a half to visit from out of town, and I need this bathroom done. So, yeah. I'm going to sit here, watch the girls draw in the driveway with chalk, and wait for Mama to get back with the paint roller, put a final coat on these things, and we're going to start installing vanities and such. So we'll bring you guys along for the ride.
Chalk.
Chalk. You can draw a pretty picture.
I'm making a whole turret patio. I mean rainbow.
Rainbow?
Yeah.
What are you drawing?
So Yep.
Yeah? Cool. What are you doing? Tell us why you picked this specific color.
Because it was $8.
Because it was on sale at Walmart. Somebody's mess up paint.
It was $8, and usually it's like $23.
So that is why we went with this particular color. And white trim, drawer base. Gotta look out for those cheap deals. Saves you money when you're doing this stuff on a budget. She was already looking at a dark blue color, and then we were looking through the mess up shelf there at the paint section of the old Wally World, and there was that one. It was a little bit darker than what she was looking at, but heck, it was, what, quarter of the price? We'll use it. So, just waiting for her to get those painted up, dry up a little bit. I'm waiting for some trim to dry so I can put it down before I go set the toilet down in place. It's easier to nail in the trim. So, yeah, I really wish I was working on a bug, but you know what? We got to get this project done, so we'll get this one done. All right, guys. So just a little update. Don't mind my dirty house here, but got a small little bathroom here that we're redoing. You know, there's not much room in here, so I tried to show you guys a little bit of what our progress here. New vanity is in. Let me, don't mind the mess. Got the old pooper back in. Some trim. Still got some touch up and stuff to do. I'm waiting for the trim around the bottom of the vanity to dry. Got the toilet back in now, and the silicone done around the tub. So now the kids can actually use this bathroom. We got to go this week and get a countertop, some tile, and a sink. But Mama just painted the doors for the closets here. They're outside drying, and I painted up that trim, sitting outside watching NASCAR, waiting on paint to dry. You know, pretty much how this weekend's going to be. Problem is it's very humid, so the paint's not really wanting to dry. What are you doing, dude?
Hello.
Hello. So yeah, that's kind of where it's at. We're moving along. I'm ready to get this project done because I'm ready to get my garage back and not have to worry about this bathroom. Like I said, the doors are still out here drying. We've got 2 closet doors and the main entry door. We're gonna have to let these cure overnight. But man, we're getting close. Well, guys, I apologize. It's not, you know, a garage video this week. But like I said in the beginning, we're gonna be doing all kinds of different stuff here. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I mean, there's some garage stuff here. In this video, we changed the oil in the truck. Worked on my lawnmower a little bit, I think. Yeah. It's been a long week. So we just got done eating some dinner. I think on that note, we're gonna clean up our mess. Call it a weekend. We're both wore out. See, this week I've got to finish up that bathroom. I've still got to go get a piece of wood for the countertop, some tile, sink, all that finish up stuff. But I should be done with it this week, and then we can get back on the bug. Back on the bug. 2 main things on the bug. I've got to pull the engine. I'm going to pull it out, go through the seals, try to find this pesky oil leak, clean up the engine bay a little bit, maybe paint the tins, and then after that, I've got to build that speaker box I've been talking about. So hopefully next week we'll get on that. I think next weekend I'm going to surprise the kids and put their pool up. We just got a little, like 4 foot above ground pool. So we might be doing that next weekend. I don't know. It depends on if the rain holds out. So on that note, appreciate you guys watching, sticking with me through all this weird stuff. You never know what I'm going to be getting into. So again, thanks. I say a lot. Yeah. But if you like, go ahead, please like, subscribe. Just try to get the subscriber count up. You know, see if how many people we can get out there. I don't have a lot. Eventually, maybe. Well, maybe once I start putting some better content. NASCAR going in the background. So, again, appreciate you guys. And we'll be back again on video next week. See what all we get into. So, all right, till next time. We'll see you guys.